Yeah, this is my 10 o'clock call.
Oh, okay. I couldn't get on it this morning. Said you weren't.
Yeah, we went at 9:30 today, and for our regular in the morning call thing. So, okay, so let's see here. All right. Too many things going on here. I'm gonna make some calls.
I got one more because I got voicemail.
All right, go.
At least it's ringing today.
Yeah. All right,
it begins with the letter K.
Cool. I figured it out finally.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Voicemails today. Let's call this guy.
Hello?
Oh, hey, it's Mark giving you a call about the house.
Oh, hey, man. How you doing?
Good. How about you?
I'm doing good, thanks.
Good. Who am I talking to?
Jesse?
Hey, Jesse. So, yeah, I was just hitting you up about the place there. It looks like you done some stuff to it, huh?
Yeah. What are you a realtor? Are you just somebody looking, or?
Yeah, I'm just somebody looking. My son and I are looking for a place that we can buy as an investment or whatever. So
Yeah, okay.
So,
cool. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. I've had so many realtors call me, so
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I know. I'm going through that too because I'm helping my brother sell his house in Oregon. It's the same exact thing. They all want to tell you that they can give you everything, So so Jesse, let me ask you a couple questions about it, and maybe you can ask me a few.
Sure.
And, if I'd love to try to see if we can make an offer, and if it doesn't make sense, you can just tell me no. Does that sound cool?
Yeah. I mean, I'll tell you about it first, and then you can ask some questions if you want.
I'm just looking at it on Zillow right now, and it looks like a pretty nice place. What's got you guys selling it now?
I actually have a place under contract in Southern Shores, close to my parents and brother. They live all in Southern Shores and Duck. So I had an opportunity to buy a foreclosure up there.
Oh, nice.
It's a fixer-upper, but I'm a builder, so it's all stuff I can do.
Cool. How soon?
I've had this house. I'm sorry.
How soon are you going to be getting? How soon are you going to be getting up there?
I was supposed to close today on that, but the lawyers are dragging their feet. They're just so far behind with the market the way it is, waiting on one.
Right.
Everything else is good. But I've had this house since I was 16. I bought the lot. I moved the house onto the lot. So the house is from the 70s. But that's just the upstairs. But at that point, I'm 35 now, so I don't know, 18, 19 years ago, we put it down on a new girder system on 8x8, so all that's up to code.
Cool.
And then I eventually closed in the downstairs. So on paper, the house says, I don't know, 78, 76, but it's like, it's been remodeled, and the downstairs was, new construction and all that.
Right.
New heat pump, new air handler last year, 3-ton unit, I believe. It's a duplex. It's basically like a duplex, but it just has 1 meter. So I guess legally it's not a duplex, but you know, it's fully permitted. Downstairs is it's all permitted. I'm currently renting out the upstairs for $2,800 a month. I got people that would pay me, you know, $2,500, $3,000 for the downstairs.
Shoot, why don't you just keep that thing for a rental then? Make some income on that. That sounds like a pretty good little income producer.
That's what I'm probably going to do. I mean, unless somebody came to me with like a cash out, because I don't know, just the way I was raised, my family's like, do everything cash.
Right.
I was trying to sell mine for quickly and then do the whole deal in cash with this foreclosure.
Right.
But I'm really not. I don't have to really worry about it because I'm going to be, if I keep it, I'm going to be making over $4,000 a month just off rental income.
Sure. Let me ask you this: how'd you come up with the price?
Because I know what everything else in the neighborhood has gone for. My friend on, I think, Morning Dove in the same neighborhood, his went for, he listed it at $359, I think, and they got 10 grand over asking price in one day. I mean, obviously his was on the MLS. So
Jesse, let me ask you this real quick. I got somebody that just came in. I got to run here in a second, but would you be open to doing something creative? Maybe if I did like the 400 and then paid you what you were going to be getting in rent for a year or so before I sold it. Before I bought it.
Yeah. So, rented it for a year and then bought it.
Right. And then gave you your full price.
I'm really only interested in selling it. I got good renters that are month to month in the meantime.
Gotcha. Okay. Hey, listen, I got to run, but thanks a lot for your time. I appreciate it. I'm not quite sure that this is something that we can make work, but yeah. Hey, it sounds like you're going to have no problem doing what you're doing. So, hey, thanks a lot for your time.
Hey, thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Alan. Alan just helped me get off the phone, and it took a while. So, let's see here. Okay. Okay. So, what's next? You got one? You got one for me, buddy? Before you got to leave in 5 minutes.
Hey. Am I too late?
I'm sorry? For what?
Am I too late? You must have sold that house on South Elwood Avenue.
No, it's actually still for sale.
Ooh, today must be my lucky day. What was your name?
My name is Sonia.
Hi. Tanya or Sonia?
Sonia.
Sonia. This looks like a lovely place. You don't really want to sell this, do you? It looks like everything you'd ever want in a house.
It is a nice house, but we have 4 kids and it's just a little bit on the small side.
I'll just do an addition.
Yeah, but we're not really handy people, so.
Oh, come on. There's a lot of contractors. But anyway, I'm really interested. I wanted to reach out and ask you some questions, and if you don't mind, of course, but feel free to ask me questions. Looking to pick something up today. I'd love to make an offer, but if you're not liking what I'm saying, feel free to tell me no, fire me on the spot, and I can get lost. Would that work for you, Sonia?
Are you saying you're interested in buying the house?
Yes, I am interested, but I'm interested to buy it, but not to live in it. Are you okay with that, or probably not?
I don't really have a problem with that.
Thank you. You're a kind lady. But anyway, like I said, I wanted to reach out and ask you some questions. And how long have you guys owned this place? And is there anything else that you would do to improve it?
We've owned it for about 2 years.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a short run. Okay. And you mentioned that you've outgrown it. Is that my understanding?
Yes.
And do you have another place picked out already?
We're planning on living with family and then ordering a house to be built.
Oh, okay. Lovely. I love that. Building your own custom dream house. I love that part, but the living with the family, that takes some getting used to. Sonia, if you don't mind me asking, how did you guys arrive at your $175 asking price?
We were looking at it at the Zillow estimate,
Mhm.
We had done some repairs to it that since we bought the house, so we took that into consideration as well.
Gotcha. What do you think it's worth? Like, I know you were asking 175, but do you think it's worth more or less or what?
It's a little bit hard for us to say because we're not appraisers. We don't have a lot of own experience in deciding the worth of the house. So
Gotcha.
I think it's worth that and probably more.
Okay.
But it depends.
Gotcha.
It kind of depends what you're looking for.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm looking to buy not to live in it and hopefully to make a profit because I'm a for-profit, not a non-profit. If you're okay with that. But I tell you what though, yeah, look, this thing looks lovely. Why not just list it with a realtor and get top dollar?
Well, it's possible we will do that in the future. We're just trying this for now. We'll see how it goes.
Gotcha. And how's it been going so far?
We've had some interest, but we haven't sold it yet.
Gotcha. Well, I'm looking to do something today. I mean, I don't mean to rush you, but like I said, we're looking to pick something up today. I mean, ideally, if we were to come to price or terms today, you wouldn't want to sell your house today, would you?
Well, what do you mean by sell it today? You mean move out today?
No, not move out today, but get it under contract.
Well, I would have to talk to my husband about, any decisions, but he's
Absolutely.
at work right now. So.
Gotcha. What time does he get home? Maybe I should call back.
More about what you're thinking in terms of why are you talking in a hurry?
Sure thing. We're looking to we typically make offers. We can make you a cash offer, but like I said, I need to make a profit, so that's going to require a discount. Or I can make you a terms offer that's full price, and I can give you your full price in exchange for some favorable terms. But if none of that works, I can also get lost. So cash for term or none of the above, you tell me what would work for you and your husband.
It would probably be the terms in that case. We don't want to go down on the price.
Okay, awesome. And do you have a time frame and a down payment in mind?
You would need to figure that out with your financing.
Okay.
We're not doing owner financing. For your bank.
You teasing me, Sonia. Yeah, that's the only way we could do it because we don't like making the banks richer.
Okay, well then I guess
we can't do this. I appreciate that. Have a good day and best of luck on the sale. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Later, boss.
Thank you. Really
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Good luck, guys. Get them.
Okay, couple things. We got so Mateo, you were asking about the 3-minute thing, right? 3-minute. So on the oh wait, Julia's on the phone. Got to get her. Okay, never mind. In the quick start course, we're going to refer to the quick start course quite a bit now, but the phone conversations in the last module, the 4th one in the phone conversations, he talks about, well, actually in all of it, our idea is we want to try to pre-qualify them within 3 minutes. That's the goal. It seems hard, and in the beginning, sometimes you can go on for forever talking to people, especially I feel when you're talking to somebody and you start to ask them about the house itself, people will go on and on and on and on about the house. So that can end up being a very long conversation. So trying to get to the why, the timing, the money, and whether or not they're committed or not are the kind of the main things after you do the agenda there. And then that way you can get to the point. So even on that last call that I made, I could tell that guy was a super talker, right? Like he was going to go forever about the house, but I don't know if you saw how I sort of cut him off a couple times, before he started going too much into the house. And then, got to the point to where we were able to just figure out that it wasn't going to be a deal, right? Pretty much. So
sometimes they also go off in other topics that is not related with the house. So sometimes you're afraid to be rude and like, you know.
Yeah, but there's ways to get around that. You know, you just gotta be like what I said. I knew that. Hold on. You on? Julia? Oh, she's killing me. Where, you know, like I said, hey, it's funny because Addie knows this one. I played this on Addie one time. It's pretty funny. So what I said with the guy is I said, hey, look, I got somebody that just came in. I got to go. Right. Otherwise, I knew I was going to be on the phone forever. So Addie and I were on a phone call one day and I was just playing with her and I'm all, hey, listen, I got to run. I got somebody that just walked in. And so.
Well, I don't like lying. So something like I got another phone call to make.
Yeah.
Will be the truth because I have another phone call to make after
yeah, that's
you.
a good one too. I should use that instead. Yeah, I got another phone call to make. That's probably better. But yeah, Addie called me on it. We laughed for about 10 minutes. So
Right.
I am gonna call a buyer, hopefully. I have a place in Roseburg, Oregon. That's my brother's house that I'm trying to sell. Can you guys hear that?
Oh, hey, Mark. Thanks for calling back. Steve.
Hey, Steve. Yeah, I was just calling you back about the place in Roseburg. What can what's your situation? What can I tell you?
I don't remember the ad right off, but is it financeable conventional?
Borderline. It needs some work, definitely. We are putting a couple of windows in right now that were broken. The gutters need some work. The outside is, I mean, it's outdated and stuff, you know, and there's a little bit of foundation work, but it's got two 200 amp panels for one for the house and one for the shop. So what's your situation?
I just have a buyer that's kind of looking for something in that price range. I don't remember what it was as far as the price. Was it 189?
I have it 185. So you're an agent.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
You do sort of courtesy fees for a buyer?
Yeah, I'll work with you for sure. So it's my brother's house. He lives in Mexico because the beer's cheap and has a tenant in there, which we just worked out something. So they've got their 90 days that was set up already for them to get out. So so yeah, if you want to bring a buyer by there. So what I set up with them is we're going to show it just to make it convenient for them on Wednesdays and Sundays. So
and when you talk about the foundation situation, do you think it might be bad enough on the foundation to not go conventional, or?
I don't know about that because I'm not sure. I don't really deal with loans. You know, we do more. I'm an investor, and so we do more stuff that's cash and creative. So, and he would be creative. He'll do a seller finance deal on it with enough down. So,
how much down are you thinking?
The more, the merrier. You know what I mean? Like I want to. Somebody told me this the other day, and I like it a lot because I was asking somebody about a seller finance deal. He goes, well, I'll only take as much down as I will laugh at if they walk away. So, I mean, it depends. It all depends on the situation. There's so many variables to that. So, the more down, the better terms, that kind of thing.
I mean, what would be like 40 down? I mean, what interest rate were you thinking? Would 5% be okay? Or?
Yeah, that would work. Yeah, those two numbers would probably work out pretty well.
Okay. And as far as the foundation goes, I mean, you can't. The floor is pretty level inside.
Yeah, no, there's a couple little places where it's, right in the entryway there was some, and I haven't been under there. This is just what my brother told me, so I don't know for sure. I haven't seen it firsthand, but in the entryway there's a couple little spots where the sill needs to be replaced and stuff, and so it's a little bit out of whack right there. But it's a small house. It's really not that. It could be fixed pretty easily. It's only 800 square feet.
Yeah, I see. Sounds good. All right. Well, let me run by. And so, do we need an appointment for Wednesday and Sunday, or what?
Yeah, just let me know what time you want to go over there. I can actually connect you with the tenant, and then you could just call her directly so that you guys can set it up. That works out both for you, and I don't have to be in the middle. Would that work out better?
Yeah, I mean, sure. I guess, do you want to give me the tenant number now, or?
I don't have it with me right in front of me, but I can text it to you once I get back. Is that cool, Steve?
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
I mean, I'll find out a little bit more. They may shy away from it because of some of the work. The roof is okay?
The roof's okay. The roof's okay. That's like one thing that's the roof and the electrical are like good. So
And the plumbing's okay for most part?
yeah, plumbing's okay. It's been a rental for a while, so it just needs fixing up. I figure it probably needs about 25, to make it super nice. So it all depends on what you do, though. Of course, how that is, and especially with all this crazy construction increase in prices right now. So
I know.
Yeah.
How long do you think those wood prices are going to keep going up? You think they're going to keep going up?
Yeah, I'm not a philosopher on that thing, but I would say yes. I agree. I think it probably will until interest rates come up a little. So, So hey, Steve, I got to run. So I'll text you over their number, and you guys can set it up to go see it. Does that sound fair?
Perfect. Thank you so much, Mark.
All right. Talk to you later.
Talk to you later.
All right. So that house is my brother's house, and it needs a bunch of work, and it is, but he will finance it. But we don't want somebody to come in. We don't want to do a lease option on it or anything like that, because for one, it's in Oregon, and the second part is it needs a bunch of work, so it probably doesn't fit with conventional financing. So it either has to be a cash deal or seller finance deal. All right, Julia, you ready?
I'm done. Okay, I'm calling another one. Yeah.
All right, awesome.
Thank you.
Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. This is Gula. We texted earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how are you doing today?
I'm doing okay.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I know we've been going through text for a few days, but yes, I've been calling you about your house on Midway Drive in Winfield, Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we're a real estate investor, and just looking to pick up and make an offer on our next property today. So yours online looks very interesting, and I thought I would give you a call, ask you a few questions. You can ask me a question, and if it's a good fit, then we can work together.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you tell me more? I mean, you are in New Jersey, right?
No.
New York?
That's where the number's from.
Yeah, New York. Okay, so the property is rented, right? It's you don't live there.
The property is currently vacant.
Currently vacant. Okay. And how much are you asking for the house? 200,000, right? It's 3-bedroom, 2-bath.
Correct.
Can you tell me more about the house, please?
3 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2 kitchens, living room, dining room, den, family room in the basement, 2 spare rooms, storm shelter, garage, carport, 2-bay detached garage on 1 3/4 acres.
Okay, beautiful. And do you think it's the 200,000? Is that the fair price, or
It's a price to get rid of it pretty quick.
you just want to get rid of it, right? Okay. And that should be sometime soon. Would you expect? I mean, can we offer you a cash offer, like maybe 160? I mean, that'll be cash. We'll pay off in within probably a month, most likely sooner than that. We pay all the closing fees. I mean, I'm sure you've talked to the real estate investors before. You know how it works. So
I'd be willing to consider offers. 160, I mean, that's quite a ways down, but I'm willing to consider.
sure. What would be the lowest you consider? I mean, so we don't waste your time. I mean,
How does this work? I've never dealt with an investor before.
well, we will email you the offer. And if you like the price, then we just start the process. We'll do the inspection. It will probably do like 15 days inspection just to see if property is in a good condition and if it's worth paying whatever we'll offer you. And then, yeah, and then we can just go from there. And we will be working with the local title company in Winfield, Alabama. I know you're in New York, we are in California, but yeah, it all will be done in Winfield.
Why don't you do your research on what the closest company is that would handle that in the Winfield area? And if there's someone that is close enough that could handle it, please give me their contact information and I will deal with them at this point.
Sure, but it will be through us. I mean, you know, you're renting the I'm sure it's I mean, you know, you understand that we have to make our money too. You know, I'm just not gonna give someone a number to you, and I mean, you understand, right?
Please schedule a time for someone to look at the property, give me your offer, and we will go from there. But until I have a offer, I'm not wasting my time or yours.
No, I can just send you some numbers. I mean, you can text me. I mean, we've been texting for so long. You can just text me your email. I can just send you the numbers, and then we can just talk from there. I mean, we can just, you know, go from there. Will that work?
This just sounds weird, man. This is not.
Well, we are real estate investors. That's how it works. We call people, we make an offer. You know, I mean, what is so weird about it?
Text me your business name and location so I can do my research and I will respond from there.
Well, when I text you our numbers, you will have my name, you'll have the company name, and you'll have my website, and you'll have everything. I mean, yeah.
Okay, well, there are pictures online currently.
Mm-hmm.
The house is listed on Zillow as for sale by owner.
Mm-hmm.
It has gone through a home inspection less than 2 years ago. It went through a termite inspection or bug inspection less than 2 years ago.
Am I wasting your time, guys?
No.
Go ahead.
No, that's what I have. What do you need to make an offer at this point?
I just need your email. I need to speak to my partners, and so we could make you like a nice, like a decent offer. And I'll just email it to you. You like it, you call me back. Now, we ignore it.
Okay. Email address?
Yeah, just text me the email, okay?
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Great job.
Yeah,
This girl.
the guy that I was talking earlier, He also wants the number, but for list option, because he has this pretty house that he won't negotiate the price, but he is open for the lease option.
Oh, cool. Look at you go. Way to go. Man, this girl, I tell you, in 2 weeks' time, this girl has freaking just turned it around. She was like scared to even talk to anybody on the phone, and now she's making offers every day. So that has a lot to do with these morning phone calls that we've been doing, I think. But that was awesome, man. That was so good. So, with that, so we talked. So one thing, just remember to get on the chat, okay? Because you're going to have all the different little things that you can remember will stick you with these little things to say. And, like basically he wanted an offer, and just say, yeah, I'll send you over an offer today. And you did, you worked your way through the whole thing. So yeah, I would say send him a contract, not a letter of intent on this one. So
I never sent a contract, so I don't know.
We'll do that.
Okay.
We'll do that. Okay. We'll work on that for sure. So, we'll send him a contract, pretty straightforward, and way to go. Good job. So you want to hit that up? Want to hit me up after the call? We can put that together.
We can put this together, and 1, 2, 3. I think maybe 4 people.
Oh my gosh. Way to go. Absolutely. Let's get some stuff out. Let's get you a deal for sure.
I just want to get an experience for now.
Yeah. Hey, that's good. I mean, you have so we used to call Gulia the harmless investor because she's so nice. Now she's a freaking, what do we call you now, Gulia?
This is recorded, right? And it's going to be what?
Yeah. What do we call you now, though? We call her the ninja investor because she's just like a ninja. So just amazing. Way to go. All right. So I've got one to do here.
Mark, would you let me go now, please? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it. Talk after.
Hello.
Oh, hey, it's Mark. I was giving you a call about your place in Asheville.
Hi.
How are you?
How you doing, Mark?
Good. Who am I talking to?
Good. My name is Kimberly.
Hey, Kimberly. How's it going today?
Great. How are you?
Great.
Are you
nice to meet you.
Are you in Florida?
No, I'm actually.
Oh no, this is North Carolina.
Yeah, but I have a North Carolina number, but I'm actually in California, so that means you can raise the price like 30 grand on me, and we'd be good. So.
Right.
I'm just joking. So hey, I wanted to ask you a couple questions about it and see if I mean, we're looking to do something. My son and I are looking for a place like that, and we are looking to do something today, if possible. So what? Tell me. What's got you guys, or how long you live there? What's got you guys selling it?
Well, let me first tell you, this is a 55 and older park.
Okay, I have I get the discount at Denny's, so I qualify.
Well, what about your son? How old's your son?
Do they have to be 55 to live there, or no? Or just the owner?
How old is
He's 21.
Well,
or 22.
Oh yeah, that's not going to work with the manager.
Gotcha. What about just I mean, if it was just somebody that, so do they allow like renters there that are 55, or do you have to be an owner? What's the situation on it?
They allow you to have a roommate. But you know what? Why don't, I don't know if you should call the office and ask her.
Okay.
Are you saying him being the renter?
No.
Your son?
No. I mean, the person that would live there would be 55. So that's the idea.
What?
We're looking for an investment though. So, I mean, do they allow rentals or no?
No, they don't.
Okay.
You're the second person in like in the day that's asked that.
Really?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Well, they won't allow that either.
What do you think the place is worth? Any idea?
What my place is worth?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, whatever I want to sell it for, I guess,
Mhm.
whatever I think it's worth.
Right.
Um,
No, I know, but I mean, like, as far as like it says here, I was looking at 67. You're asking 67 for it, right? Is that correct?
right.
Okay.
Yep.
And what are like the rest of the places in that place going for? Pretty much the same.
No, there's some older homes here.
Mhm.
There's a 1982 for 45, if that gives you any.
Okay.
I mean, I think think my price is pretty good, comparable to a 82 at 45.
Okay. Yeah, the 55, we're looking for an investment type thing. And that, I mean, even though I'm over 55, it makes it kind of hard to do those kind of deals. So probably just not going to work out in this situation. But hey, I got the opportunity to talk to you, so I appreciate that.
All right.
All right. Have a great day.
Thanks, Mark.
You too. Damn. 3:44, 3 minutes and 44 seconds. Anybody else have any leads they want me to call or
I actually have a question.
Sure.
It's regarding, so I have this guy sell his house. And then he has another apartment that is willing to sell as an owner financing. Well, lease option, right?
Okay.
I talked to him about the lease option. So I explained him that way, like that somebody who getting there is basically paying him rent, but a part of that rent is gonna go toward the purchase price, so he can pay more. So how do you? So the rent in that area is around 1,300, 1,400. There is not much comparable in that area. I'm a real estate agent too, so I look in the MLS as well, and there is not much comparable in the same. And most of the people who buy in this is an apartment, so most of the people who buy in that area are investors.
Okay.
So how that will work? I mean, I know if I can sell it for 130, if you look at the 1% rule, will be work for an investor, especially with an owner financing with a discount when you buy it. But how would you structure that in this case?
Well, for one,
there is 280 association. Who's going to pay the association too? That's something like.
So usually the association fee is included in the payment.
Okay.
So whatever that is, like I'm doing one right now. It's a lease option in Maryland, and their payment is like 25, 23, and then the association's like $3. It ends up being close to $3,000. So everything's just clumped into the payment. Me personally, I don't do rent credit, like a portion of the rent going, because I think there is, and I don't know this, I'm not an attorney or an accountant or any of those things, but I do believe there is something that has to do with the Dodd-Frank law.
Yeah, if you don't do it correctly, can go toward the.
Then it turns into a seller finance deal, and then you've got foreclosure. And I don't know. Like I said, I'm not an attorney, so I don't know. But and I just like to keep it simpler that way, or more simple, I guess, if it's just straightforward. So tell me the numbers again. So the house is
so the guy wants like around 130, 140, right? And the apartment is renting around the 1,300, 1,400.
Right.
That's the average area for a 2-2 is a 2-bedroom, 2-bedroom.
Right.
So I was thinking to sell it to another investor, which can make some cash flow on it, and then buy at the end of the lease. But that will be neither like a discounted price on the end, or how will you structure something like that? Because if you give some credit, you can buy it at any time, and whatever credit you have, you apply the credit toward the purchase price. If you lower the price, then if I buy it on, like I do the lease option for 2 years, but the price I calculated 2 years in order to get to that price. Then if you buy after a year, the homeowner is going to get less. So,
right. Well, that's one of the really nice things about lease options is you can pretty much set them up any way you want. So it could be, you know, 1 year, like Justin has in his quick start course it's the lease option memo. So as I don't know if you've seen that, but he has it tiered where you can do it in different ways. So you can set it up any way you want. I try to keep it myself. I try to keep it super simple. Like I don't do that tier stuff because then it gets complicated for me, at least. I'm not saying that it's not a good way to do it, but for me, I like to keep it as simple as possible. And why wouldn't you want to maybe just try to find an end buyer there?
For an apartment?
So
is it live in an apartment?
Is it a condo or an apartment building or what? Like
apartment building.
So you would lease option the whole apartment building or just the one apartment?
The one apartment.
Okay. So, but if, I don't know, I'm sorry, I don't understand. So can you sell the one apartment then? Is it a?
Yeah. The buyer bought just one apartment. Is an apartment, isn't an apartment building, is in a building. It's not like, because here in Florida, I'm in Florida.
Right.
Here in Florida, we have like a lot of those places that like, for example, 55 plus community, they have like apartment, but they're like not in a building. They're apartment like little like square house, like.
Right.
So that's
so,
different.
I mean, it's kind of similar to a condo or a townhouse then, basically, right?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you could sell that individually to a homeowner that could eventually buy it. Is it a 55 and over place or?
No, it's it's just a normal apartment.
Yeah,
with a real low association because it's really low. To here, like I'm in Palm Beach County, you don't find anything lower than like $300 for 350 for an association here. Right.
Yeah, I mean, you would probably do pretty well with finding, I think, going after or not really a cash buyer, but somebody that can, do a rent to own kind of thing. So what kind of down payment were you going to give the seller? Did you have a number there for that or?
I don't have a number for the seller that he wants as a down payment yet, but that's not a problem. We can because he's not here. He's not right now. He's out of state. Right. I just sold his house, and then he is trying to offload all this property here in this county because he's moving to another county here in Florida, Central Florida. I'm in South Florida, so he's moving to Central Florida. So that's why he's trying to do. But I sell his house. Originally, I was buying his house as a wholesale deal, but then I switched because it was mortgageable, his house. So I switched with another investor partner. We are both realtors. So he found a mortgage broker that was interested. So we switched from wholesaler to agent, and we made it work that way. But now this guy wants to sell this. So how would you structure a deal like this? So would you do like fixed payment? Like you say, you want to structure simple. All right. So what you will be found out.
So tell me the price of the place again. What was the price?
Between 130 and 140.
All right. So let's just say 130.
He paid it 140 in 2006 when it was booming, and now it's like getting back to the same value. So he's trying to get back the same price.
Okay. So let's just say you gave him 140, right?
Okay.
140. And then what did you say it would rent for?
The rent around there are like between 1,300 and 1,400.
Okay. So let's just say 140, 1,300. Okay. And he would do it for how long?
He say he doesn't. I mean, we have to talk through that, but he can do also 2 years.
Yeah.
2-3 years.
2 years. I mean, the more you can get, the better, right?
Okay.
So 2-3 years, and then let's just say you give him, I don't know. I mean, you're going to have to ask him how much he'll take, but obviously the less the better because that's where your spread's going to be more than anything else. So let's just say you gave him 2 months. Well, it would be 2,600. So 140 $1,300 a month, $2,600 non-refundable option, and 2 years. Okay.
Okay.
So you could even, if you needed to, I mean, that would be the ideal, probably.
Okay.
Because you'll easily find somebody if that would come in there and give you maybe even 10,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you could stay in the middle of it if you wanted to and get 1,400, which I wouldn't necessarily do. I don't usually like to stay in the middle unless I'm making probably a minimum of 300, but even more than that. So,
Mm-hmm.
and excuse me. And then the 2,600, you could start off with that and just see where it goes from there. But, so at 140, I mean, what is that? So let's just say 140 was, it's not a huge number, but let's just say you only got 5% down from a tenant buyer, that's $7,000. So that'd be like a $5,000 thing.
Okay.
You could
7,000. So the 7,000, they're not gonna go toward the purchase price at the end.
Well, yeah, because here's what I do too. So like I would raise the price to whatever it is that you're going to get in whatever your fee is going to be. So like if you just make it simple, let's just make it simple. Let's just say you're going to give the owner 3,000. Okay. And then you were going to get 10. Okay. So you would raise the price to 147. Okay. And then you're going to get 10, and then that's going to include the 3,000 that's going to go to the seller, and then the 10,000 that's going to go in the 7,000 that's going to go into your pocket.
Gotcha. So when they call you about the price. When the tenant buyer is calling you about the price, so you're not going to tell them a price. You're just going to ask how much they have to put down. And then
I will. Yeah. So like, here's how I like to do it, because I don't like dealing with tenant buyers so much. So, but I'm very direct with them. So like, we were going through this call yesterday. Actually, Sandra was on here, and it was the day before yesterday. So we were practicing calling tenant buyers. And so this is how I go through the tenant buyer thing is I'll call them up and I'll say, hey, you called about such and such, hey, what's your situation? So like, I want to find out where they're at, what the situation is. How soon you looking to move? What do you have to work with to invest in So like, I want to get to what they have down right off the bat, find out what their situation is to see if it's even going to work from a timing situation. Like if somebody says, oh, I'm this and that and the other thing, I won't be able to move for like 3 months, then I know it's not going to work, right? So I might as well just get off the phone, maybe take their number, ask them what they have to put down, and then what they can afford per month, and maybe use them from another deal that might come up, right?
Yeah.
So kind of create a buyer's list for a lease option buyer's list per se. Usually the lease option buyer's list only lasts like 1 to 2 months or whatever, depending on their situation. But I like to get right to the point. Okay, so if they have the money down, then I will say, hey, well, why don't you go take a drive by the place? If you like it, then call me back, and then we can, see if this can work, and I can get you in to check the place out. So, because if you start talking to buyers about other stuff and explaining about the house, and they're going to want to know that. A lot of times what ends up happening is you get to talking to somebody forever before you ask the most important question about the money down, which to me is the most important question. And then they'll say, oh, well, I've got $1,000 I can put down. You just wasted 10 or 15 minutes of your life. You know what I mean? So, so that is I just like to get right to the point, straightforward, get it. If and you're going to go through a lot of people, and that's part of the reason why I like talking to sellers so much more than buyers, because it's pretty much the same questions and answers that you're going to get all the time, with the lease option buyers, at least. So,
gotcha.
Does that answer your question?
Oh, definitely, definitely. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Appreciate
Yeah,
that.
and I mean, if you want to call me and talk more about it, we can structure it away or however you want to structure it. I'm be more than willing to kind of go through with you
Definitely.
how you
Definitely. I have
do
the
it.
time because this is an elderly guy, is from
Uh-huh.
Colombia. He doesn't speak any English.
All right.
So is
Yeah, everything's slow moving. It's just going to take a while and all that
no,
stuff.
no. It's when he's decided, he's gonna go for it. But he know what he want. For example, for his house, we couldn't go lower than a certain price, and he
Sure.
wants his and I mean, he's not stupid because he doesn't
Yeah.
speak English.
Right. No, I don't think that at all. Definitely.
So, but definitely now he trusts me. So he say, hey,
Yeah.
listen, now I feel good about you. So I have this other property. Can you help me buy a property where I'm moving we're moving to? So
Mhm.
it's something that I'm not worried that somebody has gonna get. That's the point.
Right. That's good. Yeah. Well, definitely my number's
Yeah.
on the website. You can give me a call. We can,
Oh, definitely,
you know,
definitely.
put it together and I'll show you exactly how I would do it. And you can kind of
Awesome.
work that way through. All right, cool.
Thank
I'm
you
gonna
so
get one.
much.
Absolutely. Love to do it. So one more call for me and then let's see here. Lots of no's today. This might not be on this.
Hi. Chris is currently.
Hey Drew, it's Mark calling you about your place in Wilmington. If you could give me a call back at this number, that'd be great. I'm looking to buy a place today. Thanks so much.
Call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 91023729336 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, it's Mark getting back to you about your place there. Can you give me a call back at this number? I'm looking to do something today to buy a place today. Thank you. One more.
Hello, you've reached Holly's cell phone. Please leave a message and I'll call you back.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Holly, it's Mark calling about the place. I'm looking to buy a place today. Can you give me a call back on this number? I have a contract all ready to go. I just need to fill in the numbers. Thank you. All right. So that's about it. I've had enough of these voicemails. Hold on a second. Hey, Victor, what's up?
What's up, Big Mark?
How are you,
doing,
buddy?
man? Sorry, I've been busy. I got my mom with me, so I got.
Oh, right. Should I start swearing?
She already knows who Mark is.
Yeah, we had a funny. Victor and I are talking on the phone, and we're like swearing back and forth at each other. He's all, "Hey, man, my mom's in the car with."
No, not to each other. Stop it. You was cursing.
Oh, you got to get out of there. I was swearing. Cool. Hey, I gotta run. I got a meeting I gotta do here in like 10 minutes. So I'm trying to stay within that hour. But hey, thanks for popping on, dude.
Oh man, yeah, for sure, man. Sorry I was so late.
Yeah, no worries. No worries.
Yeah, man. If you remember, hit me up before you start or whatever, man. I'll have some numbers.
Okay.
You know, I can work with you on making.
Oh, I'd love it, dude.
Whatever.
That'd be great for sure.
I'll we take up the slack or whatever.
All right, right on.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Hey, thanks for getting on the call. Appreciate it. And anybody give me a call if you need anything. Have a great day.
You do the same, my friend.
All right. Talk to you.